Today, we're going to be rebuilding my Portland Trailblazers, but with a twist, obviously. Because I'm going to make my wildest dreams come true. I'm going to make my franchise take a big swing and somehow acquire Giannis Antetokounmpo. Before we get into today's video, YouTube does tell me about 55% of the people that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you do fall on that, want to change that, as we're on the road to 50,000 subs, that'd be greatly appreciated. So it seems like the Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes is coming down to 3 potential teams. Maybe another team jumps in here and will be a part of the mix, but it seems like he's either going to go to Boston, Portland, or Miami. I truly feel like at the end of the day, it is going to be Boston. I think that's where Giannis wants to go mainly. I think Miami would be interesting just because of what Miami is, but I think their roster would not be as good after they trade for Giannis, and they weren't even really that good last year to begin with. You can make the same argument for Portland, although I do think there's more talent left in Portland, such as Dame, Drew Holiday, Donovan Clingan, DYNASTY if he's still there, if he's not in the trade, which I don't think he would be. I don't know, just my opinion. Maybe you disagree, that's fine by me. And then Boston obviously would have Jason Tatum, Derek White, so they'd still be in a really good spot. I would assume that Jaylen Brown would be sent to Portland in a 3-team deal if Milwaukee was trying to rebuild, because I don't think they'd want to keep Jaylen Brown. But we're going to ignore all that today, and we're going to get him to Portland in today's video. So now, obviously, there's been a lot of talk about whether Giannis would want to sign an extension in Portland, and more than likely, he's not going to want to, but that's fine. Today, he's going to have to. So, in this video anyway. But the trade package could be extended further than this, but Shaedon Sharpe and Scoot Henderson is the highlight. You have Grant's really bad contract, so you could include like more, but there's only 6 trade slots. So there's an Orlando pick you could throw in here. You could throw in Young Hansen on here. I don't know how much of an asset he is, but he's, you could do him as well. So yeah, stuff like that. More first could be involved. This is the trade we're going to do today. It could be a little bit bigger than that, but Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, and Giannis Antetokounmpo all on the same team, all reunited. Obviously never like played together or anything, but Giannis played with Drew Holiday and he played with Damian Lillard. Now they're all on the same team here in Portland. So we're going to see how this is going to go. I'm very curious and excited to see what's going to happen. Well, let's go through the offseason. So player options. We have Chris Murray and Sidy Cissoko. I'm going to accept both of them because we're going to need as much trade chips as possible after, losing some of our depth a little bit. So for free agency, do we have any bird rights to worry about? Matisse Thybulle and Robert Williams. So yeah, I do think I'm going to keep Robert Williams. I don't know if the Blazers will be able to keep him, but we shall see. So Dame and Drew Holiday will start together in the backcourt, obviously with Scoot and Shaedon Sharpe gone. So you have Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, DYNASTY, and then Sidy Cissoko. You have Toumani Camara, obviously still here as well. You don't ignore him either. And then Donovan Clingan. So I think the first thing is to definitely re-sign probably Thybulle as well and Robert Williams. I want to bring both of them back. So we're going to get both of them back. And then can we can bring McCollum back to Portland as well, I guess, or something like that. Probably won't do that. But I will get Anthony Simons back in Portland. I'm going to give him a 1-year deal to bring him back. So we're going to see if we get Anthony Simons also to come back. Just give us a little bit of a ignition score off the bench. And I think that will be good. Let me, balance this out a little bit and see what it's going to look like. Let me see. We have our 10-minute rotation I'm set with. So the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sign Justin Champagnie to a nice 3-year deal. So we're just going to do that, and that's going to be it. So now we can go to player progression and see what this is going to look like. So you have a couple of guys come back to qualifying offer, but you have Damian Lillard down to an 85, Avdija is down to an 87, Drew Holiday is down to a 78, which kind of sucks. That really is unfortunate, but not too surprising. Champagnie is down, and then Thybulle is also down, and Young Hansen's up to a 73. So let's go ahead and get into next season, and let's see what the rotation is going to look like with Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, Giannis, DYNASTY. Should be a very fun team. Can't wait to see what it's going to look like. The Power Rank has this at 2nd overall, which is a good sign going in. 4-star bounce, which, by the way, I forgot to mention. Portland, as I'm recording this, has not hired their head coach yet. Could happen today or tomorrow, whenever. I don't know. But it's down to 3 guys. Micah Nori, and then obviously Tiago Splitter, and then I forget the third guy's name. I think it's like a Boston assistant if I'm not mistaken, but he's also a finalist. I cannot remember his name at the top of my head though, so my apologies. But if we look at the rotation, Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, DYNASTY, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Donovan Clingan, Toumani Camara, Anthony Simons, Robert Williams, Champagnie, and Chris Murray as a rotation. So is there any need to run Chris Murray? I guess we can a little bit. So we're going to leave it like this. We're going to see how things are going to go. Shot tendencies, obviously Giannis will have a high shot tendency. Avdija is actually down a little bit more than I'd like it to be. I'm going to push him up to an 80, something like that. Damian Lillard can have a little bit of a back step, just a tad bit, obviously, because I don't know how good. Well, we'll see how good Damian Lillard will be off the Achilles injury, and then Simons doesn't need this high of a tendency, but Like 70 off the bench sounds good to me. So win a simulate year number 1 with Giannis Antetokounmpo in Portland. Obviously, I'm going to make Giannis stay. I'm going to try to just sign him legit, but let's see what he's saying right now. So this is running out. Time is running out. I think testing my values of free agent might be my best option. So we'll see you on that. I'm going to make Damian Lillard accept the last year of his player option as well, because he always declines in 2K, but I think in real life he'll probably end up accepting it. But let's go ahead, get to the end of year 1, unless if I stop to make a trade the deadline. But I just want to see how this team is going to do. So more than likely, you probably won't see me at the trade deadline. So at the end of the season, Giannis is going to come out here and win MVP, averaging 30, 11, and 6. Darren Peterson, Rookie of the Year in Washington. Day'Ron Sharpe is your 6th man. Wemby is your depoy, and he also wins Most Improved, which is interesting. Luka Doncic is your clutch player. Micah Nori is your Coach of the Year, as we went 65 and 17. So, and then Executive of the Year goes to Zach Garrett. So yeah, things went really well. Giannis, of course, All-NBA first team after, obviously being the MVP. Here's All-NBA second team. I don't know if Dame or Denny would be on here. It'd be cool, but I didn't think they would be. Giannis should be on one of these all-defensive teams. He does make all-defensive second team. And here's your all-rookie teams as well. We didn't have a rookie. But we end up as the first seed in the Western Conference, which is exciting. And here we are player stats. So we had 30 and 11 from Giannis. He had 22 and 6 from Damian Lillard. 21 from Deni Avdija with 6 rebounds, 5 assists as well. 19 from Anthony Simons off the bench. Love to see that. And then 9 from Drew Holiday. 7 from Donovan Clingan, who's hurt. And Robert Williams is out for the season. That's really disappointing, obviously, to not have him. But let's go ahead and get into these playoffs. We get to rest a little bit, so hopefully Clingan will get to fully healthy by the while we rest. But we get to play the Phoenix Suns in round 1, who have KPJ, Jalen Green. So Devin Booker is hurt, so that's actually a big break for us. How long is he out? Let's see. Let's find out. It is going to be a 1 to 2 week injury. So we should beat them with no Devin Booker. I mean, we should beat them anyway, but with no D Book, they should be in a lot of trouble. And so far that is reflecting, and we do beat them in 4. So that is a good start. If we look at the playoff stats, yeah, 28 or 31 from Deni Avdija through 4 games, 28 from Giannis, and 22 from Damian Lillard, and 19 from Anthony Simons. Now we get to play the Warriors or the Spurs, or yeah, one of them, and we'll see what's going to be. Obviously, the Thunder and the Spurs are the 2 teams in the West you really need to worry about right now. But the Warriors might have something to say about that, as they will beat the Spurs. So that makes it a little bit easier for us. But again, the Warriors, I mean, you got Stephen Curry, Porzingis. They didn't add Jimmy Butler. Is he hurt? He is. Wow, he's hurt again. Damn, that's really unfortunate for them. So we've ran into 2 injuries. So far we've been, yeah, he's out. So that should make it easier for us, but they still beat the Spurs despite the injuries. So I guess we can't, be too comfortable here, but even series, game 3 goes to us, game 4 goes to us, and game 5 goes to us. So we're in the conference finals just like that. I would love to play the Mavericks this early, but it might be the Timberwolves. It will be the Timberwolves. So Micah Nori's former team should make for an interesting conference finals here. So this will be kind of fun to watch here. So Minnesota Timberwolves, who pretty much look the same. McDaniels, Edwards, Nasri off the bench, Behringer, Conley, Kyle Anderson. So yeah, not much has changed over there. This is probably our best chance at getting a championship in this video right here, right now. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. But Nori gets to coach against his former team in the conference finals. So game 1 is going to go to us, 101 to 83. Good start, 20 from Simons. I mean, he's been really good, so I'm glad we brought him back. 16 off the bench. Game 2 goes to us as well. So far, so good. Game 3 goes to us. Wow, the Timberwolves so far have not even had any, and we sweep them. So we've only dropped 1 game so far. Detroit or Orlando will be the conference final or the NBA Finals matchup from the East. So who is it going to be? It is going to be none other than, well, it's going to be the Magic. Okay, so Orlando and Portland is your NBA Finals. Definitely an interesting one. Don't think anybody would be predicting that. But game 1 against Orlando, we're up 1-0, 125 to 82. Game 2, 2-0. We're so far so good. Game 3, 3-0. Oh my lord, we've dropped 1 game so far. Now, obviously that could change, but here are your playoff stats through everything. Simons, we got to re-sign him again. He has been phenomenal. I think I only gave him a 1-year deal. Probably should have given him multiple years. I didn't realize how good he'd be. But we went into championship that early. Wow. Okay. Well, in year number 1, we got a championship. So, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't know if you're watching this. Just kidding, you're not. But yeah, and this is just 2K, so it really doesn't matter. But 36 and 14 from Giannis Antetokounmpo to win Finals MVP. What a start. Whoops, sorry, my phone sound is on. Let me turn that off. Now, I don't know if Damian Lillard or Drew Holiday would try to retire. Drew Holiday did try to retire last offseason, and I had to override it. So, but no, he's not retiring right now, so that's good. So I guess let's go straight to league meetings. Then we're not in the year of expansion just yet, so we can wait till next year for that. For the lottery, obviously the biggest thing is to keep Giannis now, and he just won a championship with us, so I'd assume that, hey, he'd be all on board to stay here. And then the Pelicans get number 1 via the Bucks, obviously, so that sucks for them. We have the 30th pick in this draft, so we're going to go draft with that. And then Micah Nori obviously remains the head coach. On draft night, we are going to pick at number 30, and then I don't think there's anything else we're going to do. We have 17 and 29 as well. Maybe we can move up. I guess I'll try to do that. So let's move up from 30. Let's offer all these picks and try to move up like a few spots. Would the Hornets give me 25 for this? They don't agree to that. Okay, let's just go down the list until 24. That's up the list. 29, that's only 1 spot. 28, it's a couple spots. Anybody got like 26? Okay, we try 26. They agree. So we move up 4 spots. Nothing crazy, but could be the difference between, I don't know. We'll see what's on the board. But at number 26, we have Stojakovic, which actually could be fun. Omer Mayer as well. Don't hate that idea. Isaiah. Damn, there actually is some pretty good prospects left. And I think I'm going to take a shooter because, well, I think this guy's a shooter anyway. I guess it would tell me, right? I don't remember. Position average. I guess it, yeah, we don't know it. 3-point scoring. I'm just going to take him here. He's been very good for me in previous rebuilds. And I think he becomes a nice shooter. So with this team could obviously use some shooting. So welcome. Player options. Giannis, of course, declines. He's looking for a new payday. I'm going to accept Krejci and Young Hansen. Drew Holiday, of course, accepts his $37 million player option. That is not a surprise at all. And then qualifying offers Chris Murray. We'll see. I mean, I'm not promising anything, but maybe he comes back. We'll see on that. Okay, so Giannis, biggest thing, obviously, is to re-sign him. So what is he thinking? Let's see. He has a deal from the Warriors. No matter what, I'm keeping him in this video because obviously he's like the theme of the video, but I would like for him to just, you know, agree to an extension with us. So I'm going to give him as much money as possible. I'm also just going to give him a no trade clause. Why not? Let's see if we're there. Yes. Okay. So we're number 1 offer. That's good. So we're going to get Giannis to come back. That was number 1 priority, obviously. So welcome back. Giannis Antetokounmpo, gave him as much as we could, and now we need to figure out what we're going to do with the rest. So Dame, Drew Holiday, both of them are going to probably keep going down in overall. We have Kamara and Krejci still. Champagny which was a nice get, and then Robert Williams and Young Hansen. So I think it's mainly focusing on upgrading the guard spot. So shooting guard spot, apparently we can get RJ Barrett, but I do kind of like grabbing like Lou Dort as a replacement to Drew Holiday if he regresses too much. So I'm going to give Lou Dort a minimum. And then I do want to bring Anthony Simons back as well if I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. He might have earned himself a little bit of an expensive payday from what we could give him. But if he's willing to come back, I'm down. But where did I move him? I thought I had him back at point guard. Maybe he signed. I don't know. Let me find him. I'm sure he's here somewhere. I just probably missed his name. Simons, I know you're here somewhere. I think, did I move you to shooting guard? I don't think I did. Okay, let me find him real quick. Maybe I passed him. Oh, wow. Just kidding. He already signed with the Chicago Bulls. I don't know why I didn't think about how I already left moratorium. So we're not bringing Simons back. He went back to Chicago. Interesting. So, okay, so we're going to get Lou Dort. So I guess we just signed like a Ryan Rollins. I think he'd be kind of a similar to what we had. Former Giannis Antetokounmpo teammate. I think I'm good with that. So we're going to give Ryan Rollins a deal to be that Simons replacement. So Lou Dort and Ryan Rollins is nice guard depth, which we definitely needed, especially with Drew Holiday probably going down an overall. Avdia, Kamara, Champagny, and then, yeah, so I still feel really good about that. Really no need to do anything more here. So let's go to progression, see how bad it's looking. So you do have Drew Holiday all the way down to 74, which I kind of expected. So as much, I mean, his contract would be good to use, but I don't think I'm going to do it just simply because he just won a championship with us. Dame is down to an 82. You have Giannis and Avdia regressing as well. Klingon is up and Ryan Rollins is up, so that's good. But let's go ahead and get into next season, and we're going to see if we can go back to back. We got our 1, which is good. I'll already take that, but obviously getting another 1 in this video at some point would be awesome as well. And then once Drew Holiday's contract is gone, we could probably sign like another really good MLE player or something. So, and then Damian Lillard is going to be a free agent as well. He might even retire after that contract. So, yeah, if he doesn't, we'll have to re-sign him, which I would. Let's see what he's thinking. I'm sure it would tell me right now what he is thinking. So Damian Lillard, what is he saying? He is going to, let's get a new contract offer on the table as soon as possible. So he is wanting to talk an extension. And he would sign, okay, I can get behind that. 19 million a year for 2 more years. Would like it a little bit cheaper than that. 17. I think that's solid. I'll do that. So we'll keep Damian Lillard for another 2 years after this. And now you have Damian Lillard, Lou Dort, which I kind of figured with Drew Holiday regressing. Avdia, Giannis, Klingon, Ryan Rollins, Kamara, Rob Will, Champagny. And then that leaves kind of the NAB rotation the way it is, which is fine by me. So let's go ahead and celebrate this season. I could trade Drew Holiday's big contract at the deadline, but I'm going to stick to being loyal here. I'm going to keep him, try to give him another ring, It'll be his 4th ring. He's already got 2, now 3, obviously, in this 2K hypothetical, but we'll see how we finish this season. So at the end of this season, Paulo gets MVP, averaging 32 and 9. George Smith Jr., Rookie of the Year in Boston. Kuminga is your 6th man. Wemby is your DPOY, and DeBonza is your most approved, and Edwards is your clutch player. Sean Sweeney, Coach of the Year in Orlando, and then Anthony Adams is your executive, and Franz is your Cup MVP. So here is your NBA first team. Giannis Antetokounmpo, of course, is going to be on here, which makes sense. 32 and 10, so still balling here. All-NBA second, All-NBA third, and then Giannis, are you all defensive? Yes, he is. Okay. Our rookie didn't play, so he's not going to be on here. But we end up as the 1st seed in the Western Conference. So if we look at the stats, yeah, 32 from Giannis Antetokounmpo, 22 from Deni Avdija, 19 from Damian Lillard, 15 from Ryan Rollins. So kind of did give us that Anthony Simons role we had last year. Claying with 9 and 11, and then Trey Mann with 7, who played a little bit, I guess, as well. Rob Will, unfortunately, hurt once again. So we might have to get a new backup center because, you know, and that's been the history of Rob Williams' career. The injuries have always really hurt him. But we do have injuries to Rollins and Lu Dort, so hopefully they'll be okay. But we are the 1st seed. Will we run it back and get another championship? We shall find out. So we had to play the Lakers in round 1. We added Kevin Durant to pair with Luka. Interesting. Okay. Mitch Robinson on the other side as well. They win game 1 to start things off. Okay. Game 2 goes to us. That's good. We didn't want to lose both games at home, but they win on the road. And they win another one on the road. So they are, or I guess they're at home. Sorry. They won one on the road. Now they won both their home games. So looks like we could be in trouble here. We may not get another championship back-to-back. I think last year might have been all we had in us, potentially. Obviously, this offseason will give us like a lot to retool with, but we'll see. Unless we're going to come back from 3-1, which is possible. We do win this game. Can we force a game 7 by winning game 6? We shall find out. Game 6 on the road in LA to force a game 7. We win both the first quarters. Just got to keep the foot on the pedal on the second half, and we do that. So game 7 is going to happen. Ryan Rollins is the big game there. So can we come out here and win game 7 after going down 3-1? We shall see. And it is going to be close. Obviously, Luka and Kevin Durant on the other side, they have a nice star tandem. Luka is kind of a really good player to stop in 2K. But 92-131, we do come back from 3-1. So now we play the Thunder, which obviously we didn't have to do with the Thunder or the Spurs last year. Kamara got hurt. That's unfortunate. Lu Dort and Rob Williams are both day-to-day, so they are back at least. But yeah, losing Kamara definitely sucks. So Ryan Rollins is going to start, apparently. That's fine by me. But OKC, second round matchup. Jared McCain still there. Sorber, Chet, Jalen Williams, Casey Wallace. So game 1 is going to go to OKC. Game 2 is going to go to OKC. We may have met our match unless we win the next 2, which we do. Okay, so now we're going to go straight to Simcast because it looked like we're going to lose after we went down 2-0, but the road team has won every single time. Hopefully that changes here, and it looks like it will, I think, if we hold on here, and we will. So we win our home game, 127-148. So now we're up 3-2. And as I said, we didn't have to deal with the Spurs or the Thunder last year. If we're able to win over the Thunder here at any point these next 2 games, then we will get to deal with the Spurs. But we got to come back here first and foremost. We do first, second, and we do win 111-107. So just like that, second year in a row in the conference finals. Kamara is still out, and then Trey Mann is out as well. But okay, so San Antonio, let's see if they have any injuries to worry about, if they have any at all. So Wemby's over there, obviously. Fox, Castle, Harper. So no, nothing significant that pops out at us. So game 1 goes to San Antonio. Game 2 goes to us. That's good. We needed to win at home at least once. Game 3, we do get a road win, which is good. Beat them by 1 there, and it is now tied up, which I kind of figured makes sense. I think we bring out... Oh, Damian Lillard got hurt. That's not good. How long is he out? Giraldi's going to start now. Damian Lillard is out for 1 or 2 weeks, so that's going to be a brutal loss for us. How much was he averaging in the playoffs? He was averaging 23. So yeah, definitely a really big loss there. So now we're going to try to win without Damian Lillard on the road here, or at home, I guess, start things off. We have Giannis still, so it's possible, but been a close one. I think they're going to take this one, though. Yeah, we never quite got back in it. So yeah, I think the loss of Damian Lillard is going to be too much to overcome here, unless we force a game 7, which we definitely could. Game 6, I should say, to force a game 7 on the road. We lost at home already. We start off with the lead in the first 2 quarters, which is good. Just got to keep our foot on the pedal, and I think we have forced a game 7, so we're not dead yet. We are going to come out here and force a game 7. 63 from Giannis to make it happen. Love you, Giannis. Keep it up, please. Okay, so game 7. Let's see. We got Drew Holiday starting again, so Damian Lillard, I know you could be back eventually, but man, it would be great if you were back like really soon. So, all right, Orlando's in the finals awaiting one of us. We did beat the Magic last year in the finals. Can we win game 7 with no Damian Lillard? Can we do it? It looks okay so far. And it is back and forth, very back and forth. This might be a game we have to jump into and watch at the end, because this would be pretty entertaining to watch, I would say. It is a 1-point game. I think we jump in and watch this for the entertainment value. 108 to 107 to get back to the finals. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we actually have possession, which is good. So minute 43 left in the clock. Giannis is going to get the ball. He's going to give it to Drew Holiday. So Drew Holiday is going to probably try to get it down to Giannis. Yeah, Jaime Jaquez guarding him is just not a match that I think the Spurs want. But yeah, first lead tonight apparently, which is not true. But okay, so Kamara's back. Maybe I should have noticed that earlier, but he's about to check in. De'Aaron Fox got Lou Dort guarding him. Can Dort put him in the torture chamber, as they say? And he's playing good defense so far. Backed out to Harper. I just realized Wemby's not on the floor. And then Harper for 3. He is going to sink it. So they make it a 2-point game now. All right, we can go tie it up in this position. Yeah, Giannis should be able to just blow by Jaime Jaquez every time, I would think. I don't know why he would even have to think twice about that matchup. To Klingon in the corner. Klingon is going to go. Okay, just not a great. Oh, somehow we got the ball back, though. That did not look like. Denny Avdia, we're going to need you to do something here. And he is going. Dude, you probably. Oh, wow. Okay, honestly, I have no idea how the hell we still. Wow, okay. I have no idea how we still got a shot off there. I was about to say that clock was ticking down. So Wemby must have fouled out. I don't know what's going on there. He's just not in the game, and he's not on the sideline either to check in. So Fox is going to blow by, but I was about to say Giannis there with the help defense, but unfortunately. 113 to 111. De'Aaron Fox is cooking us right now, and they're about to put Castle in. Bro, if Wemby's actually fouled out, we have to take advantage of this. He has to be, or he's hurt, which would, I mean, I don't know, man. We got to take advantage of this opportunity, though. Got to get back in this with no Wemby on the floor right now. You got to do this. Dude, just blow by Jaquez every time. You don't even have to do that. Drew Holiday for 3. Okay, thankfully we got the offensive rebound, and Klingon's going to put it back up. 113 to 113. All right. Tied game, 28 seconds left. I almost feel like jumping in and just driving with Giannis. I don't see how Jaime Jaquez could stop him. But okay, let's see. Musa Diabate is going to check in, or to inbound, I should say. Castle got Denny Avdia guarding him. 19 seconds left. We need a stop here. Do we have it in us? They're just going to drain the clock as much as possible. We do have a timeout, which is good. 13 seconds left. Fake screen. Yeah, they're taking this down to the wire. Castle for 3. If he hits that, I'm about to say, timeout. Call. You know what? I'm just going to let him play it out. Giannis for a half court. That'd be funny if you would have made. They should have called timeout, though, man. What are we doing? Wow, okay, my Xbox is about to blow up, apparently. Holy moly, but we're going to overtime. All right, let's slow this down and simcast OT. I don't know how we lose this. With no Wemby on the floor, you have to take advantage of this. 2-point game, 3 minutes left. 116 to 117. Do we take the lead at any point? Okay, we have the lead now, a minute 49. We're going to jump in and watch the rest. So the Spurs are going to inbound the ball again here. And once again, no Wemby on the floor. So yeah, he's for sure fouled out, I think. So Castle is going to get a screen. And Avdia gets around the screen. He's going to get it to... Nice block. Oh my gosh. All right, Giannis, just go drive to the basket, please. You know no one's stopping you. He's going to cut it to Drew Holiday in the corner. Drew for 3. And Drew Holiday cannot sink that 3 ball that he's had a couple chances to sink. So Castle is going to take it down. And he's going to try to shoot it over 3 seconds in the paint, please. Nope. Okay. Jaime Jaquez got Klingon on him. Castle's going to get a really nice... Nope. Giannis closes it out really well. You know what? Honestly, I'm going to call an audible here. Why are we just not giving it to Giannis and just driving, dude? Giannis, come get the ball, please. Come get the ball. Just... I don't care who is guarding you. Jaime Jaquez is guarding you. Can I just do this? Like, I don't know why we didn't just do this earlier. Just do that every single time, and we would have won this game already. So I'm going to do that every single freaking time. Now I was going to play defense, but yeah. No Wemby on the floor. We got to just attack the basket, man. We got to. Just got to get a stop here. We should be good. Castle trying to cook me. I'm playing some good defense so far. Harper's taking me to the basket. Good D, but, you know, better offense. I'll give him that. He did stop on a dime. That was really nice. All right. Gonna get it to Giannis again. And once again, it's gonna drive. Okay, that... Ooh, I just gotta... No, reach in. Okay, we'll take it. I thought that was gonna be a charging for a second. All right, can I hit these free throws, though? Oh, my... Okay, I made the first one. We're good. Make the first one. Let's make the second one, too. Despite the shakiness. And we missed the second one. I was hoping Klingon would get the offensive rebound, but he didn't. That's all good. All right, let's switch on here. We don't do off ball here. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I should have stayed where I was at. Okay. 24 seconds left. We should be good, though. It's going to give this to Giannis, and everyone's going to get out of the way. I think so anyway. Diabate, I don't care who you are. And too easy. Just too easy. I don't know why we haven't been doing this every time. 121, 123. They're going to have full chance at, you know, winning this game. 121, 123. They could take the 3-ball if they want. You know, if they do, then GG's, I guess. All right. I get a steal on the inbound. Can we get... Nope. They're going to give it to Harper in the corner. Castle. Oh, my gosh, dude. Okay. Tied game again. This is going back and forth. This is not good so far. 123 to 123. Not a lot of clock left. I think I'm going to take this clock down as much as possible. Let's just give it to Giannis. All right. Giannis, where are you at? Please just come get the ball. Just come get the ball. Okay. 9 seconds left. 7 seconds. Give me a screen. And this should be ball game. Should be ball game. There we go. 2 seconds left. There we go. I think we did it. As long as Castle doesn't make a full court. Imagine he made that. But okay, we're headed to the finals again. So we're going to try to go back-to-back here to go play the Orlando Magic. That took a lot longer than we needed it to. Giannis, you would have just attacked Tommy every time. We probably would have won that game. But conference finals goes our way. Now we're back to the finals. So let's see how it's going to go. So Giannis wins conference finals MVP in the West, averaging 40 and 11. And Paulo won on the other side. Of course, he got MVP as well. But we beat this Magic team last year. So we'll see if we can beat them again this time around. Damian Lillard's still out, so I forgot that we could get him back at some point. Oh, which, by the way, I need to put myself back on the screen. I forgot to do that, so... Hey, I'm back, guys. All right, now we could go play the Orlando Magic. So game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Do we go back-to-back? I think we did, guys. I think we did. And just like that, Deni Avdija gets Finals MVP this time, averaging 33 and 8 and 7. So that is back-to-back championships. Damian Lillard may have played, like, game 4, potentially. I don't think he did. No, he didn't come back at all. So we won without Dame, but... You know, it's beautiful. We got Damian Lillard 2 championships. He might retire this offseason for all I know. And yeah, he does want to call it. But let's go one more time, man. Let's go for the 3-peat. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Damian Lillard back. Drew Holiday. I'm going to re-sign Drew Holiday to a minimum if I can. But should give us the... Oh, and I also need to add expansion. So let me do that as well. So I believe we have an Orlando Magic first-round pick this offseason as well. But it should be later because obviously they were in the finals with us. So 31 and... Or we have 32. So yeah, we have pick 32 in this draft, so literally the last pick of the draft. So Mike Inori remains the head coach. We got to go look at the protection of players and let's see what we got going on here. So Champagny, I mean, he's been a nice rotational piece. You know, it's weird to say, but I might actually protect Champagny over Young Hansen because I just don't know if Young Hansen is going to develop into a good center. So Champagny, though, I think could be... I don't know. Is that stupid to do? I'm doing it. I don't care. We're doing it. So the draft, I don't even know why I jumped in. This doesn't matter for us. So skip the draft. Jaren Jackson gets drafted number 1 overall. But looks like the Jazz didn't want his contract anymore. But we're going to be picking at 32, 3, 14, and 31. At this point, I really don't care about adding this many rookies to the draft. So let's just go pick at 32. And let's see what we can get at 32. So we're going to have Turi here. All-star ceiling, we'll go ahead and take him out of Arkansas. So welcome to the Blazers. We'll bring him in 72 overall. Player options, none. And then qualifying offers, we're going to have Donovan Clingan. So Clingan, of course, will be a re-sign. I think Drew Holiday should be here, and I do want to bring him back for a minimum. Robert Williams, I would love to bring you back, but I just can't trust you to stay healthy. I'm going to give Clingan his deal, though, and then we should be able to give, like, some nice deals out. So we obviously have Ryan Rollins already. Damian Lillard might actually come off the bench next year, potentially. We have 2 young guards, but obviously can't rely on either of them. So we do need a starting shooting guard. Avdija, Kamara. Unless we started Kamara, which we definitely could. Champagny. So, and then we need a backup center. So, backup centers to go sign. Phil Pascal off the bench, like Okongwu. I think all that sounds good. I'm going to give Okongwu a deal to be our bench center. I think that sounds pretty solid. So, Okongwu goes back to Atlanta. Fair enough. Okay, so we don't get him. Kyle Filipowski doesn't sound too bad either. Claxton's here. I'm going to give Claxton a deal then. He should be a solid backup center. So that should be good, and then we'll see what else we can sign. So we still have money to sign something else pretty good. So Drew Holiday's back, but don't really want to rely on him to start. So do we just move Kamara to the 2-guard and start him next year? I think that probably is the best bet. So at power forward, is Nate Ament still sitting here? Because he was at one point. I would go sign him if I could. He wants $10 million. I don't know how much we can give out. What is the maximum we can give out? So if we go give Peyton Pritchard, we're so close. Apparently we can give $10 million to Peyton Pritchard, but I'm going to go to day 12. I'm going to see what power forward's available because if we can get Nate Ament, that would be my dream scenario. But if not, we can get another good power forward, I would imagine. So day 12, power forwards, he's gone. That's fair enough. Okay. Hendricks, and yeah, there's really not a whole great selection. We probably shouldn't have waited this long, but I was trying to test something that didn't pay off. That's fine. So I'm just going to grab Taylor Hendricks as like a bench, you know, power forward or whatever as a shooter. Dame is down to 79, so Ryan Rollins, you are going to start. So, you know, you're going to get your best opportunity to be really good here. But OG's up to a 75, which is good. So maybe we just move OG to, because Champagny would go up to 78, so didn't move that much. He's up to a 77. You know what? We're just going to trust him to start, be the backup small forward then. So Hendricks probably won't play, which is fine, but he's a nice shooter to have anyway. I'll move Kamara to the 2, and we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and get into next season. We're going to go for a hopeful three-peat here. So Ryan Rollins, Tamani Kamara, Deni Avdija, Giannis, Klingon, Nicholas Claxton, Damian Lillard, OG, Champagny, and Hendricks is your rotation. So I guess Hendricks will be playing. So we're going to try to go for the three-peat. Obviously, we get a little bit worse with Damian Lillard now regressing as much as he did. But obviously, we did win a championship without him on those, you know, last two conference final, or the finals and conference finals. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and simulate to the end of this season, and we shall see if we can go out here and go for that three-peat. So Giannis gets himself another MVP. Roster's Rookie of the Year in Sacramento. Murray is your sixth man. Wemby is your depoy. And Braylon Mullins is your most improved. Jalen Brunson's your clutch player on the Lakers. Interesting. Are him and Luka playing together? It doesn't sound like they would be, because I don't know how he'd average 37 with Luka still there. And 72-10. Damn, the Magic have been really good in the sim as of late. And then Giannis is your Cup MVP. So I don't know what got into the Magic, because it feels like usually when it comes to the Magic that they're usually pretty bad in the sim, but they've been really good. We've played them in the finals twice. Giannis all defensive second team, and then obviously he also made all NBA first team. The first seed in the Western Conference. Here were your player stats: 30 from Giannis, 20 from Deni Avdija, 16 from Ryan Rollins, 16 from Zernitic. I don't know if I'm ever saying that name right, so I just call him OG. 15 from Damian Lillard, still playing pretty good despite him regressing. But all right, we're about to find out if we can go win a third championship in a row. So we get to play the Oklahoma City Thunder in round 1. Not your ideal 8-seeded matchup. They definitely could give us some trouble here. So game 1 is going to go to us, though. Avdija with 37. Game 2 goes to OKC. And game 3 also goes to them. But we do even it up. Can we win game 5? No, they win it. So we got to win game 6 to force a game 7. So I guess our best thing to do here is pull out the 8-man rotation already. And we shall see if we can win game 6 on the road in OKC to force that game 7. Or is our reign coming to an end here? We shall see. And it is back and forth. Do we hang on here for game 6? We do. Now it's going to win game 7. And we'll go to game 7 in Portland to try to get to the second round. Although it looks like we may be done for here. Unless we come back late, which we're trying to. Do we ever take it back? We do in overtime. And we do win by 1 point. So we barely survive that, but we do. Now we get to play the LA Clippers. So game 1 against the Clippers. What do they look like at this point? So McCain, RJ, Caleb Wilson, Kawhi Leonard still there. They look pretty good, not gonna lie. So game 2 goes to LA. Game 3 goes to us, though. Game 4 goes to us. And are we back in the conference finals? We sure are. We get to play the Spurs. So we did beat last year. We'll see. You know, that was a obviously really interesting series. I don't think I'll jump in here if it gets that close, but we'll see. So game 1 against the Spurs. We do win, beat them by 7. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to them. I assume they even it up. They do. So Simcast and a Magic. The Orlando Magic make it back again, man. Damn, they've been good. Thankfully, we've owned them, though, when we've seen them. It looks like we're going to win game 5 pretty easily, though. So, yeah, they never stood a chance in this one. So we're going to win game 5 very easily. How serious is Avdija's injury? It's he's still playing through it. We beat them in 6. Nope, game 7. So game 7 against the Spurs. We already have the aim rotation out, so let's see if we can win game 7 at home in Portland to get back to the finals one last final time here. And it is a back and forth battle, and we do take a lead late here in the second half, and I think we took care of it. So there we go. 113-140, 34-12, 25 from Deni Avdija. Giannis, your conference finals MVP, and Paulo is on the other side as well. So for a third championship in a row, do we have it in us? Game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to Orlando. Game 3 is going to go to us. Game 4 is going to go to Orlando. So it has been back and forth so far on the road in Orlando. In Game 5, we beat this team twice already. Can we do it again for a third time to win a third championship? Can we win Game 5 to start things off? And it is going to be a win going to us, 134-126. Got to win one more time, and another championship's coming to Portland, and it's going to a Game 7. I think this is the best way we could end it off. So Game 7 is going to happen here for a third championship in a row on the road in Orlando, I should say. We start off with a lead in the first quarter. We will lose the second quarter, though. It's going to be a very close Game 7 here at the end, it looks like, but we do have a really comfortable lead towards the end here. So I think it's safe to say, fella. Oh, you know what? It's a 4-point game. Maybe it's not safe to say. 1 second left. I think we won. So I think that is the best way to end this one off. A three-peat with Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Blazers. What a freaking awesome run. Just got to inbound this ball. And we are champions. So just like that, 3 times in a row with Giannis on the Blazers. I really do hope that the Blazers pull it off, man. I just never seen this franchise take a big swing. Especially with Damian Lillard on the last couple, years of his career potentially with us. We take that big swing with him still on the roster. I think it would be poetic. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'll see you on the next rebuild. This is Crushables. Enjoy the celebration if you so please. I'm saying peace.